everyone, my name is Star, and this is today's internet news headline. As well, known as Lois in Recovery or Lois Payne. So before I begin covering this, I will get the nitty-gritty topics out of the way, and then at the end of the video, you'll either get some wholesome topics or really funny topics. But anyway, so a person on TikTok, Lois in Recovery, a non-binary person, has been struggling with addiction and severe BPD, meaning borderline personality disorder. And their account shows the realities of recovering from mental illness. As a mentally ill person myself, all of the content they show is really accurate to what I also go through. I don't have BPD, but I've always struggled with a addiction to self-harm, so I relate to her in that to them in that regard. And also I've never been addicted to drugs, but they are addicted to like heroin. It was an accident, by the way. They basically got drugged or something by the hospital that they were admitted to. They were drugged up pretty heavily, and during that hospital stay, a total of, I believe, 3 years ago, according to what they stated on their Instagram, it was traumatic, to say the least. They were sexually assaulted. Well, in my opinion, they were, because they had 4 male nurses strip them down naked in front of a couple other people. They forced them into a seclusion room. It's basically their fault that they have a addiction problem now, because they drugged them up so badly to where they almost immediately became addicted, even though they didn't want to be addicted. I'm definitely not saying addiction is a choice, because it's not. I've dealt with addictions with self-harming, and I've met people who were addicted to much worse things than some of the stuff I'm addicted to, specifically bruising, cutting, scratching, and hitting myself. But Lois has been a vocal advocate for mental health awareness, and they have called out the mental health system in Canada. What I mean by that is that Canada's healthcare system, even though it's free for everyone, it still sucks a lot. There are people who have died in waiting rooms in Canada. There are people who were offered assisted death instead of actual treatment for an illness. And before anybody says, Star, how the hell do you know this information? Some of my friends are from Canada. Some of my friends have moved to Canada. And a lot of them say that yes, healthcare is free, but no, the healthcare system isn't that great. In fact, it's a little bit worse than America in certain ways. Specifically with the fact that they actually, don't offer any treatment at all to disabled folks. They try to convince them to apply for MAID, which is medical assistance in dying. That's what that means. And now they're trying to pass a law to where people with mental illnesses such as BPD or depression or bipolar disorder or psychosis can apply for it too. And I really hope that Lois in Recovery does not apply for it. I'm honestly scared for them and all of the other disabled Canadians. My friend Emily. They were formerly known as Pastel Spoons. Now their latest alias is Happy and Honey because they rebranded their aesthetic because they changed a lot given their trauma and stuff. But both Lois Payne, aka Lois in Recovery, and also Happy and Honey have been fucked over by the Canadian government, essentially. Right now, Lois in Recovery has stated that they are in treatment for their addiction, specifically to heroin and also Dilaudid, I believe. So they are very slowly getting better, which I am very happy for them. Now, you may be wondering, why am I talking about Lois Payne, aka Lois in Recovery? Unfortunately, they've been getting bullied severely online. I cannot show any screenshots of some of the things that were said because it is horrendous. They even have gotten rape threats, death threats. It's horrible. I actually had to report multiple accounts multiple times just for only one of their comments to get taken down. And yes, I do spend my time reporting people and standing up for other people because that is the right thing to do. And if you stand by and let bad shit happen, guess what? You're a bad person. It does not matter what your reasoning is. You are a bad person if you allow bad shit to happen. Yeah, Lois has been getting bullied relentlessly. They have even been called multiple slurs, mainly crackhead and druggy and the R word, and they've also been called the F slur and much more. Now, I really hope that Lois is able to cope with this, and I hope that they report and block all of those accounts, because that's all you can really do. There isn't much you could do about internet harassment. But to anybody who wants to support Lois in Recovery, especially during this hard time that they are going through, I'll give you guys their Instagram handles. Excuse me. And the reason why I don't provide a TikTok link, not only for myself but for anybody else anymore, is because I don't go on TikTok anymore. It is not a safe place for me to be. And that's the next topic, actually. My friend Shayla, also known as Sleepy Baby, well, formerly known as Sleepy Baby online, but now they are known as Tiny Time, I believe. I am sorry if I got the username wrong. Feel free to correct me. But Shayla, they've been getting bullied and harassed. It had gotten so bad to where they had to leave TikTok. Not only for the same exact reasons why I left, but also because they had their home address leaked. Someone who was harassing them leaked their address. Not only that, but other personal information, which I don't know exactly what else they leaked, but I know for certain that they leaked their home address and also where they work. So they are also being bullied and harassed by similar people who are bullying and harassing Lois, and also my friend M. Because the people who are bullying Shayla are convinced that they are lying about their disabilities, which I've met them, I've talked to them multiple times, and I am able to say with 1000% certainty they have a disability. They have the same and also not the same exact disabilities as me, but similar disabilities as me. Well, I don't think they're visually impaired, but I could be wrong. But they do have mobility issues, and they got autism and all that shit. And yes, they have stated multiple times on public domains that yes, they are autistic. And they are being bullied they're also being bullied by other age regressors as well. Because there's a lot of misinformation in regards to the age regression community. Age regression, again, is not a coping mechanism. It's actually a defense mechanism. You guys are getting it confused with age dreaming, which age dreaming is a coping mechanism. So, yes, unfortunately, there are two really, really, really bad cyberbullying things going on. It has gotten so bad to where Lois had to leave TikTok temporarily, and Shayla can't go on there anymore because it is too much of a risk for their safety. And same goes for me, because I've also had to block multiple words in my comment section because people have threatened to also leak my home address. And I'm like, fuck that shit, no. So, yeah. That's the nitty-gritty stuff. Now that's out of the way, let's get to something very interesting I learned today. Alright, so as you guys can see here, now we are going to be reading a really funny news article. And this poor girl, I really hope she's okay after this. It's so funny though, I just have to share. So the headline is Fukushima Man. For those of you guys who don't know, Fukushima is a city in Japan, so Fukushima man arrested for defecating on another person's bicycle. The problem with using bicycles as a common form of transportation is that they're often pushed outside and open to the environment, accidents, or even theft. These are risks everyone is aware of and takes into consideration anytime a bike is left unattended. What took place on December 15th last year, however, is quite possibly the last thing anyone would expect to have happened to a bicycle. So yes, this happened last year, but for some odd reason, they didn't cover it until now, so whatever. And I have looked into verified sources on this thing, and it actually happened. At about 7:30 a.m. on the day in question, a teenager approached her bicycle, which was parked outside a station in Soma City. I am sorry if I am mispronouncing anything. Any person who knows about Japanese culture or anybody who is from Japan or whatever, feel free to correct me. Soma City, Fukushima Prefecture. However, sitting atop the seat was human fecal matter. She immediately notified the police and an investigation was launched. As a result, a 28-year-old man who lives in neighboring Miyagi Prefecture was arrested on suspicion of vandalism. The suspect was accused of defecating, sorry, I cannot fucking English, defecating on the bicycle seat sometime between 5 p.m. on December 14th and 7:30 a.m. the following day when the victim left her bike in the parking lot. This is pretty odd. I don't know why he chose to target her bike, let alone do this. Oh, sorry, my iPad had a low battery alert thing on. But I don't know what the hell made him think, yeah, that's a good idea. Although details surrounding the incident are few and far between, the police were specific that the seat had been defecated upon, rather than the feces having been placed or smeared in another way. A motive was initially unknown until about a day later when the suspect repeatedly admitted that he was attracted to the victim and specifically targeted her bike. Now, this is really funny. Like, I feel bad for the girl, but like, just imagining all of this play out in my head is really, really funny. I hope that the victim isn't too traumatized from this. I think she would be more grossed out than anything. At least that's how I would feel. I would feel pretty pissed off and pretty disgusted. But I really hope she files a restraining order against that guy, because that's fucking creepy that he chose to defecate on a person's bike, let alone a teenager's bike. And I hope she presses charges on him, to be honest, because that is a whole lot of nope. But that was pretty funny. Not gonna lie. And of course, the final piece of news is I have officially made it to 366 subscribers on YouTube. I am really excited because I am another step closer to getting monetized. So I'm sorry it stopped recording for some odd reason, but I won't have to live on disability eventually, and I'll have the life that I want, which is to be a YouTuber. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!